and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
A man is in jail tonight after attempting to rob a Fargo gas station earlier today. Good evening. I'm Ashley Bishop. It happened just after 12:30 this afternoon. 26-year-old Alan Kagwa entered the Holiday gas station in North Fargo, demanded money. When the clerk refused, he said he was serious and that this was a robbery. Kagwa fled from the store on foot and was arrested a short distance away about 45 minutes later for robbery by strong-arm tactic. Police say they were able to arrest Kagwa after getting tips and no weapon was used. One person has died from injuries that they received in an ATV crash. The Mahnomen County Sheriff's Office says they responded to a four-wheeler crash that happened 17 miles east of Mahnomen. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. The name of the victim has not been released. A Fargo police officer was involved in a crash tonight after another driver ran a red light. The accident happened at the intersection of Main Avenue and 25th Street South. Police say the officer and his K-9 partner were not injured and are doing fine. Officials say the other driver sustained minor injuries and was cited for running a red light. Grand Forks police responded to the 2800 block of 17th Street South after a boy was hit by a car today. Police say the car was driving south when the boy ran into the street while chasing a ball. The driver, 22-year-old Cambrina Smith, said she did not initially see the boy and was unable to stop in time. The child was conscious and alert when officers arrived, but was taken to the hospital as a precaution. A rear-end crash with a horse-drawn wagon leaves one man dead, along with two horses. The passengers on the wagon were also thrown and several were injured. The crash happened in Pierce County yesterday on Highway 17 near Wolford, North Dakota. According to the Highway Patrol, the Chevy pickup rear-ended a homemade horse-drawn wagon. A 53-year-old rugby man on the wagon died at the scene. 4 other people on the wagon were airlifted or taken to local hospitals. The crash is still under investigation. A Fargo man has been arrested after a teenage family member reported sexual abuse over the course of the last year. 36-year-old Christopher Levi was arrested Friday night. He faces charge for rape along with child neglect and abuse. In a search warrant, police collected baby oil and other items used in the assault described by the victim. The victim told police that the abuse would happen at Levi's home. She says sex would be used as forms of punishment for not doing chores. Levi is being held in the Cass County Jail. Fargo Public Schools celebrate the end of a chapter for their senior class. Davies, North, and South High Schools graduated at the Fargo Dome today. Hundreds of students paraded into the arena for 3 separate sessions. Family and friends cheered as students walked across the stage, recognizing their great accomplishment.
It's definitely bittersweet. I think I've just become so close with all these people here, and it's sad, but it's exciting to see where everyone's going, and I just know that this group of people is going to do amazing things.
Now, 32% of Americans between the ages of 18 and 34 are living with their parents, more than any other living situation. That's according to a new study from the Pew Research Center. Valley News Team's Natalie Parsons spoke with some graduates about their future plans and if they intend to stay at home.
Simon Walveny just graduated from Fargo North High School. He is choosing to stay at home while attending M-State in Moorhead.
I'm really interested in nuclear technology, and I figured that earning a degree and becoming an electrician would help me kind of further my education into that field.
His friend Ruben Lopez will attend Valley City State University, and unlike his friend and the new study, he won't be staying at home. His family gave him some advice for the big move.
My dad was like, good riddance. My mom crying a little bit. My grandparents told me to make sure I eat enough food.
Abby Platson is staying local, attending Concordia College, and plans to live in a college dorm.
I think it always just worked out when we just kind of stayed by ourselves or like got in apartments. Like none of us really, or my older sisters never really decided to come back.
As for Alexis Vanette, she is part of the 0.4% attending an Ivy League school, Dartmouth College in New Hampshire. where her education will require some additional work.
I'm working all summer saving up. I've applied for a million different scholarships and just trying to earn money like that.
In Fargo, Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
Congratulations to them. Now, Pew Research Center also says 31% of Americans 18 to 34 are living with their significant other or spouse or partner. The Bernie Sanders campaign is making an extended appearance in North Dakota. The U.S. Senator's new campaign office is located at 1137 19th Avenue North in Fargo. It opened yesterday, gearing up for the North Dakota primary on June 7th. The campaign staff are ready to speak with supporters and those who are on the fence or undecided about the issues that Sanders stands for.
We're having a real conversation about real issues now. This is no longer about establishment politics. This is no longer about maintaining the status quo. This is about having the conversation about the changes we need in our country today.
Now, the Fargo campaign office is still in need of volunteers and asks those interested to contact the location. And to continue 10 at 10, Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump appeared at a veterans event today. Trump spoke to a large crowd saying that the VA secretary doesn't care about wait times and that the rival Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton thinks the VA is doing a good job. In other national news, an Ohio family says they are thankful for the quick actions of a Cincinnati Zoo staff. Yesterday, a 3-year-old boy fell into the gorilla exhibit and was face to face with a 400-pound animal. Cell phone video captured the frightening scene at the zoo when the 3-year-old boy fell and was grabbed by a 400-pound silverback. The boy's mother was tending to other children when he fell. The video shows the 17-year-old primate appear to protect the boy at times, but witnesses also saw the animal drag and throw the child. More than 10 minutes after the boy fell into the enclosure, the zoo's dangerous animal response team killed the endangered gorilla. The director of the zoo said the child wasn't under attack, but was in danger.
You know, you're talking about an animal that's over 400 pounds and extremely strong. So, no, the child wasn't under attack, but all sorts of things could happen in a situation like that. So he certainly was at risk.
The boy was taken to the hospital and is doing fine now. The Cincinnati Zoo was open to visitors today, but the gorilla exhibit was closed. Now, the Red River Zoo says if something like that was to happen locally, they are prepared. Executive Director Lisa Tate says they do monthly staff drills, which deal with animal escapes and humans getting into exhibits. She adds the animals are trained to move on command. Now, many people have reopened their lake properties this weekend as it's the unofficial start to summer. But after months of vacancy, the North Dakota Department of Health reminds everyone to protect yourself against a viral infection that is spread by rodents, since half the cases reported to the North Dakota health officials have ended in death. Valley News Team's Ivana Simic explains that why the hantavirus should be taken seriously.
We came back after being gone all winter and came in, and I opened up my pantry and I could tell right away we had mice in there.
Gabriel and her family have owned their lake house for 13 years. They never had a problem with rodents until last season.
I had heard of the virus, but luckily we didn't get any of the symptoms, so we were okay.
The CDC says hantavirus is caused by rodents or their urine and droppings, which can be found when cleaning vacant buildings.
They can get in just a small crack in a door, so it's not like you can do a lot of preventing.
Ashmore, as well as his neighbors in Detroit Lakes, say they have never had a mouse problem.
We never see anything like that. Not even in the winter, you don't even see tracks of mice like you normally would.
There's no treatment for hantavirus, and according to the CDC, it's important to clean the infestation properly to prevent infection. Wearing gloves and using disinfectant, as well as ventilating the house for 30 minutes before cleaning, can help you avoid hantavirus.
We check on it during, the winter months, but when May come around, then we just come down when the weather and the snow was gone and start cleaning.
When we left for this past season, I just made sure there was nothing in my cupboards that they could get into.
Giovanna Simic, Valley News Live.
For more information regarding the hantavirus, as well as tips when it comes to cleaning, go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Now, crews were cleaning up the grass and placing American flags all over a South Fargo cemetery this weekend. Memorial Day is a day to honor veterans that died in war. Riverside Cemetery will hold a ceremony for their annual Memorial Day celebration. It starts with a procession at the front gate and consists of a guest speakers, a wreath-laying ceremony, and the playing of taps. The event starts at 10:30 a.m. on Monday. In addition to Riverside's Memorial Day program, multiple other groups are hosting events. Here are just a few. There will be a short ceremony on Veterans Memorial Bridge at 9:15 a.m. At 10:45 a.m., West Fargo VFW, along with the American Legion and AM Vets, will raise the colors and have lunch. Now, to see the full list, click on this story on valleynewslive.com. With tomorrow being Memorial Day, remember most city, county, and state offices are closed, including mail service. Fargo libraries are also closed, and Fargo and Grand Forks garbage collection has pushed back to Tuesday. The rest of the week will run on schedule. Also, the city bus services for Grand Forks and Fargo will not be running.
Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with no wait weather.
Now, a lot of people took to the lakes, including dogs, this weekend to enjoy the water and the sun. The day started out cloudy, but the sun eventually came out. But is it here to stay? Will we see sun the rest of the week, Justin?
Well, not really for the rest of the week, but Memorial Day does look good until the evening hours. And then we have, we're watching a chance of some severe weather out there. Okay. So we'll definitely keep our eyes on that. But for today, let's take a look at the Tower Cam time lapse. Some sun this morning, and then here come the clouds. The wind picked up a little. But as we went through later on into the day, we saw a little more sun out there, and most of the rain shower activity, what we saw of it, there wasn't much, stayed into portions of Minnesota. 64 degrees right now at Fargo. We were close to 80 for a high today. 63 Valley City, lower 60s up toward Langdon, down toward Jamestown. And we're a little warmer into Lakes Country. Fergus Falls at 66 and Detroit Lakes at 63 degrees right now. Satellite loop shows not much on there. Most of the rain into portions of western North and South Dakota is diminishing before it even gets to our area. We are seeing a nice clearing trend out there, maybe a few passing showers earlier on in the day, but they have since moved away. Now, taking a look at the hour by hour for the day tomorrow, there's your sunshine for your Memorial Day, but looking off to the west, we are watching a line of some thunderstorms developing into central North Dakota and then approaching as we go through the 5 p.m. hour. We have a nice squall line here approaching the western counties of our viewing area, and that will move through and be into the Red River Valley between 9 and 10 p.m. and then it will make its way through the rest of our viewing area as we go through time. We're watching for some severe weather out of this one, some damaging winds, some large hail. If you're in South Dakota or the North Dakota counties that border South Dakota, a slight risk of severe weather. From Jamestown to Fargo out toward Fergus Falls, a marginal risk, and from Fargo points north, we are just looking at general thunderstorms. So definitely keeping our eye on the severe situation for the day tomorrow, mainly into the evening hours. So here's your hourly planner. We got partly to mostly sunny skies, temperatures getting well into the 80s for the daytime hours, and here's the thunderstorm activity after 8 p.m. in the evening, and that will really cool us off. Now, elsewhere across the Southern Valley, for your 3 p.m. hour tomorrow, partly cloudy skies and warm temperatures close to 80 degrees out there. Now into Lakes Country, we're also close to 80, but mostly sunny skies by early afternoon. Northland, Minnesota, mostly sunny and warm, a little cooler. Temperatures mainly into the 70s, and then we're going to be into the mid-upper 70s into the Northern Valley, mostly sunny skies, and it will be nice. And we keep at least a chance of some showers and thunderstorms through the day on Tuesday, but we do see temperatures fall as we're back into the 70s. Recapping the next couple of days, The first part of Monday looks good, then some showers and thunderstorms moving through at night, lasting through the day on Tuesday as temperatures fall back into the lower 70s. For the rest of the week, we keep at least the chance of some showers and thunderstorms Wednesday. Breezy and cool, a high of 65. Mostly sunny Thursday, partly cloudy on Friday as temperatures warm back up into the mid-80s. And then for Saturday and Sunday, 81 to start the weekend. There's a slight chance of some showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny skies for Sunday. And we're warming up again into the lower 80s. Lower 80s warm for this time of year. Going to cool down and definitely watching for the severe chance. Enjoy the day tomorrow and then get inside if some storms approach.
And make sure you have that weather app. That's important to have the Valley News Live weather app. It'll keep us up to date, right?
The weather app, and you can watch our live stream. What we're streaming live is what we're doing on TV. So we'll definitely keep you updated.
Wonderful. Thanks, Justin.
Yep.
Later on Valley News Live at 10, 2 locals competed in Ohio to become the fittest in the world. We'll tell you where they placed and if they're moving on. Plus, students from across the country show off their talents at the White House. Coming up, we'll tell you about a program that's giving students a second chance.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV.